Hello yogi and welcome. Today, if you'd like to sit on a block or a pillow to start, go for it. Otherwise, we won't need any special props. We're going to continue building our strength. I feel like there's been a theme over the past few classes with shoulders, our core, maybe even playing around with some inversions and making sure that these wrists and these arms are ready to support, in any kind of arm balance. So let's get started in a seat. If you got that block, it's really nice to just elevate your seat a little bit. Let's give these shoulders some gentle circles behind us and tap into how your body is feeling today. Take a couple deeper breaths in through nose and maybe out through mouth if you're feeling particularly heavy. I can feel releasing to also hear a sigh on your exhale. And then let's reverse these circles. Send elbows wide. See how shoulders feel as you bring them into internal rotation a bit. Knowing that body is not always 50-50. It's not always perfectly balanced or symmetrical. So just paying attention to both sides, to top and bottom, front and back. And from here, push the knees away to send the spine long from seat to crown. Feel your shoulders are relaxed. And let's begin to breathe deep into belly. You can even place one hand over belly and one hand over chest. And then at the bottom of breath, you're filling up as well and taking up more space at the chest. And exhale, chest lowers. And belly comes in, core and abdomen contract naturally. Inhale into your bottom hand, into your stomach, then into your heart. Lift tall. Exhale, the chest lowers, followed by belly. Breathing into belly, chest. Exhale first through chest and belly. And feeling this wave even through your hands. An undulation of the breath through the body. Take it at your own pace, a couple more rounds. Focusing on clearing out space through the body to create that clear passageway for that breath so that your breath can widen you up a bit more. You can take in more air. And as you exhale, you can exhale even more air out, becoming even more empty. A perfect time to introduce Ujjayi breathing, sounding breath at the back of your throat. For the next few rounds, can you try to pause at the very bottom? Hold your breath out for a couple beats before you inhale again. And then release hands to your knees and feel the movement from the inside out. Let's keep this attunement of the body as it breathes, this mind-body connection. Flicker those eyes open, blink a little bit, and let's take a gentle twist to the right, or any side really. And then through center to the other side. And then we're going to just kind of sway between the two, exhaling as you twist, inhale through center. See if you can use your hands a bit less and less each time. Sitting tall. And then through center, taking it up and over to one side in a side body stretch. And up and over to the other side, yawn out the body, let this feel good. Coming through center, we're just going to cross our arms at an X and give ourselves a little massage. Feeling where the neck connects to shoulders, if there's any tension on one side and the other. Run these hands down your forearms and then reach arms up to the sky. Inhale. And as you exhale, bring these hands to your chest, right beneath your collarbone, and feel the muscle and the skin and the body there. Maybe gentle like pulsations, palpations, pressing your palms into the chest above, maybe even towards the armpits, the sides, where the shoulders connect to your arm bone. Beautiful. And then bring hands to your knees. Pull the heart front, arch through the spine, and tip your head back. Open your mouth. Round through spine as you exhale. Push knees away, tucking tailbone almost underneath you. Inhale through center. We're going to come into child's pose at the back of the mat. Taking a moment to stretch out your arms ahead. Melt the chest, melt the forehead. And for today, I would like to set an intention, one that it was inspired because I was going through some old videos from when I was 17, 18, 19, and I started university, and I was fortunate enough to meet with some amazing new friends who were my flatmates. And there was such joy and play and freedom in our interactions and in all of our energies. I think there was this aspect of just leaving home and feeling free to create your own identity and to enjoy life on your own terms without any rules set yet. And I was inspired by this younger self. And I wonder if you maybe have a moment, an era of your life that you can inspire yourself by, a past self, a younger version of you, to remind yourself maybe of a different part of yourself, a different, maybe freer version of self. And knowing that all those parts make up who you are today, but maybe seeing if we can tap in to a freedom in ourselves and into play again. That beginner's mindset, the naive self, the innocent self, maybe even the blissful self. Let's reach arms towards right, stretch out to the right side, reaching with left arm even more. And then walking arms towards to left, reaching right arm a little bit more. Making that intention yours, work for you today. Coming through center, shift forwards onto knees and onto hands. Spread out your fingers and see if you can lift up the base of the wrists. Lowering the wrists, draw some circles over the wrists, using your own weight. Start to grip into the mat, into the earth with these fingers. Reverse the direction of your circle. And don't just do the shape. I want you to feel how it actually affects the weight as it pours through your palms. Beautiful. Coming through center, inhale, arch through spine. Cow. Exhale, round through spine. Cat. Come through center, but maintain a connection to core. See if we can reach left leg far away behind us and behind, reaching up, squeezing through glute. And then lowering it down. Right leg extends behind us. pointing through toes. Still maintaining that connection of core to hip, and then lowering it down. Left leg extends. This time, right arm reaches ahead, like you're being pulled in opposite directions. Let's lower and breathe. Exhale, left arm, right leg, reach. Inhale to lower. From here, turn fingers back to knees, or if that's too much, you can do one at a time, or simply angle them slightly more towards the edges of the mat. See how that feels, and if you want a bit more intensity, a bit more opening, simply shift back. Breathing here. And then bring hands back. And let's turn so that you're on the top of your palms now. You can also do this one at a time. You can lean back to lower the intensity, just stretching out the front of the wrists. This is a great exercise to do throughout yoga because we are mostly with our wrists like this. And so this is a counter pose. It's great as well if you're doing handstand training, just a little pause. You can do it even when you're in child's pose, simply curling your fingers in, making fists, and lifting those fists up on the off of the floor. That's already a nice massage. Let's once again come so that we're in this strong tabletop position. Tuck your toes under and lift your knees off the ground. Now really grip through your fingers, the space underneath your knuckles. Breathe in. Exhale, see if you can extend your left leg behind you, staying where you are. And then step that foot down again. Exhale, right leg extends behind you. And lowering it back down. Breathe. Exhale, left arm ahead of you. Inhale down. Exhale, right arm ahead of you. Inhale down. Exhale, extend your legs, maybe lengthen out the stance a bit so that you've got a nicer downward facing dog. And let's begin to pedal through the legs. Really open up through the backs of these legs. Can you find a bit more length through the sides of your body as well? So push through your hands. Big breathing. Let's come back into this bear crawl again with knees hovering off the earth, hands beneath your shoulders. And now let's try, extend that left leg behind you. Press into your left palm, into your right toes. See if you can extend your right arm ahead of you. For 3, 2, 1. Replace them down. Right leg goes behind you long. Squeeze through core and glute. Left arm reaches ahead of you. For 3, 2, 1. Hand comes down. Send your hips to the sky. Downward facing dog. Pedal out. Shift your tail side to side. And then lower your knees down. Turn to the right as your right fingertips reach to the sky. Breathe. Exhale, thread the needle. Arm goes all the way underneath your left armpit, all the way towards the left. Rest your head. Send your hips back. And breathe into the twistedness. The parts of your body that are feeling elongated. So it should be around your shoulder blades. Breathe into that space and come out of it. Right hand comes down, left arm goes to the sky, breathe. Exhale, thread all the way through and lower onto your temple. Hips are reaching back. Breathing into the shoulder blades. Coming through center, make your way into downward facing dog again. And walk your feet gently to the top of the mat. A soft bend through your knees is fine. Feet are hips distance. Let's hang, maybe sway a little bit side to side as you feel the backs of the legs, how the tightness is. Head is relaxed here. And then through center, we're going to roll up vertebra by vertebra. Take your time. Shoulders to roll back. Gaze lifts. Send these arms to the side and up. This is a moment that I think is almost spiritual in feeling, because you feel the blood kind of comes into play again. Maybe you hear your joints kind of clicking into place, and then you reach these arms for a nice yawning stretch. This is why the sun salutation is so amazing for us. There's a feeling that comes out of it that's just like hard to put into words. Exhale, prayer palms come to forehead. Bend through your knees, hinge through your hips, and bow all the way front and down. Oh yes, your body is thanking you. Inhale, lift halfway up, shoulders roll down your spine. Exhale, plant your palms. Step into a plank pose this time. Let's shift front and back. Once again, testing the weight on your hands. How are these palms dealing with it? How are your forearms and shoulders supporting you, as well as your core? Let's lower these knees down, keeping that strong core. Breathe in. Exhale, lower all the way to your belly slowly. Inhale here. Exhale, elbows hug in, push away. Inhale here. Exhale, lower with control. Breathe in. Exhale, push away. Breathe in. Exhale, lower. Just one more time. Breathe in. Exhale, push away. I lied. One more. This is the final one. Exhale, lower to the ground. The shoulders roll back. Maybe bring your fingertips more in front of you. Let's lift to a mini cobra. Very little weight in your fingertips. Exhale, melt all the way down. And now palms press onto the earth. Push the ground away. Lift through your heart and pull the floor towards you to pull your heart front. Maybe your gaze lifts slightly. Shoulders reach towards one another. We're long. We're strong. Exhale to dip back down. Make your way into child's pose. Briefly relax the shoulders. Give these wrists a little circle moment here if you need. And then make your way into downward facing dog again. Inhale here. Lift your heels. Bend your knees, look ahead. Exhale, step, hop, jump to the top. Come halfway up, look ahead of you. Find this long spine. Exhale, fold, hug your legs in. This time, inhale, lift with your heart. Reaching all the way, arms circling to the sides and up. Exhale, prayer palms come to your chest this time, and then they release to your sides. Arriving in a strong Tadasana. We made it here. From your mountain, balancing on your left foot, so all the weight into your left foot. Let's lift your right knee up to your heart. Give it a squeeze. Circle the ankle. And let's go for it. Hook your peace fingers, your second and third fingers into your big toe. Hike that knee up like you're going on a hike. And see if you can extend, or maybe a couple tries extending this leg towards straight. You could even bend this bottom leg if you feel like you're just curling over and you need a bit of help to maintain this long spine. Holding for a beat. And then slowly releasing. Let it slowly go all the way behind you. Tip forwards as you hold your hips for Warrior 3. And let's take indulgent time. Bend this standing leg, point the back toes, reach far back on the mat, tuck toes, find the earth, and lift up with your heart and your arms to lunge. Offer your heart to the skies. Then hold your left hip and reach up and over with your right arm. Breathing here in this side bend for a moment. Can you send your heart a bit more up, even if it's almost like a little bit of a back bend? From here, stamp this right foot down and take it into reverse or peaceful warrior or reverse warrior, finding your back leg, bending through this front knee. Once again, sending heart up, but almost like we're rolling over a ball. A little bit of a back bend involved here. Circle arms, stretch your front leg. We're going to come into a high Trikonasana. So not very low. Fingertips graze the shin, staying lifted. Reaching up with your heart, your core almost, your fingertips. Inhale. As you breathe out, look at that standing left foot. Bend the knee and find the floor with your right palm. Lift up the back heel and pivot onto the outer edge of that back knee. Then you can walk or you can simply step this left foot to stack on top of your right in a side plank. Reach your left arm up and over and really now focus on this right palm, gripping into the mat and pressing through fingertips, not just the base of the wrist. Inhale here. As you exhale, left hand comes down, left knee comes towards your right elbow. Extend that leg, let it drop on the floor. Step on your right foot. We are in fallen triangle, one of my favorite poses. Open up heart and hips to sky. Breathe deeply. We're only here one time on each side, so just enjoy and really focus on the wrists, the shoulders and how they're supporting you here, and they're not just locking out, but you're actively engaging them. Inhale. Exhale, right hand comes down again. Left knee is going to go to the sky as you once again pivot onto the knife edge of this right foot. See if you can keep reaching that left knee to the sky. Left arm can go overhead. A couple big breaths here. And then step this left foot behind you. Pivot to whatever a version of a flip dog you like. Both knees can be bent. It can be long. Welcoming the shakes. Inhale. Exhale into a three-legged dog. Left leg is to the sky. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, take your vinyasa of choice. It can be a three-legged vinyasa. It can be a modified one. Anything. Or take rests. If you meet in a downward facing dog, focus on still gripping through fingertips, externally rotating through these arm bones, ribs coming in each time you breathe out. Lift your heels, bend your knees, look front, make your way to the top of the mat, extend through spine, shoulders reach away from ears, exhale, hug your calves. Pull them up to your hips as you fold. Inhale, lead with your heart to rise. Exhale, hands to prayer at heart. Then to your side. Take a moment, this euphoric feeling, at least I feel it when I arrive in Tadasana. Hike your left knee into your chest. Circle that ankle. Hook, big toe. Let's play. Extending. See how that is. Hold. Press into your right big toe. Release that leg and slowly transition to warrior three. Hold your hips. Keep length through your low back. Bend standing leg. Point your toes. Reach far back and then land. Lift with arms and heart. Take it over to the right for a side bend. Open through heart. Open it out to peaceful. Left toes now pointing to the side of the mat. And then circle arms, straighten front leg. Let's take it to a high trikonasana, triangle. See if your gaze can lift to your thumb. Big breath in, look at your right toes. Exhale, bend that right knee, left hand comes down. Let's find side plank on this left side. Trying to stay present. That's really tough when things get really challenging like this. Inhale. Exhale, right hand comes down. Right knee to left elbow. Pause. Extend the leg. Drop it on the floor. Stamp your left foot and take it to fallen triangle. Explore. Knowing that when you do these tough stretches that require so much coordination, you are teaching not just your own consciousness, your brain, but you're teaching your muscles that you can actually do this safely. You've got this, and you're teaching your body to be less afraid. Left hand comes down, right knee to chest, and right toes go to the sky as you pivot on the outer edge of that left foot. Welcoming all the wobbles. And then in your own way, stepping behind you, opening heart and hips to the sky for wild thing, flip dog. Let's take a big breath in together. Inhale. Exhale, three-legged dog. Your choice of vinyasa. Try to do the same thing you did on the other side. How does it feel in this downward facing dog to send your heels towards the earth? Lift them high and try again. Lower onto knees for a moment. Send arms back. Give your shoulders a moment of pause. We're coming into a little bit of handstand play, but at in a kind of way that feels controlled, feels fairly safe, fairly feasible. We can do this. Actually, before doing that, let's engage the core. From child's pose, walking hands forwards, let's come into a plank. Now lift your left foot off the floor, point through the toes and extend the leg like it's reaching long. And now see if you can reach your right arm ahead of you. Opposite limbs are reaching for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Send them down. Right toes now point behind. Big breath, and left arm reaches ahead for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Step it down. Walk your feet to the top. Take your time. There's no rush to hang out in Uttanasana for a moment before we roll up. As you arrive, we're going to do what we did last time. If you did the last class with me, we're going to step about a leg's distance away from the wall. So you can put your leg up on the wall and then simply turn around. If you feel safer with a mat, do it with a mat. And we're going to place our hands down where our feet are. Walk your feet up the wall. And you can walk them high, or you can stay at about this 90-degree angle. The higher you walk, you may be encouraged to walk your hands closer. It really depends on what your body is feeling ready to do, what you're feeling comfortable with. You may like to have someone to spot you, even though we're not really jumping into anything right now, but just for peace of mind, peace of body. So from here, wherever you've chosen, the further you are from the wall, the scarier or the less scary it is, but you might not be able to kind of appreciate your hips fully being above the hips. Your hips being fully above the palms. I encourage you as a beginner to just get used to this feeling in L shape, pressing the ground away with so much of your strength, all of your strength, and looking at the space between your wrists. Then if you like, you can walk your feet higher up. Keep pushing the ground away. That is your power here. And then when you're ready, coming out, hanging head, circling through wrists, or doing that thing I showed you where the back of the wrists are getting a massage against the floor. And there's so many things you can do to play here. If you'd like to take this further, please have a look at handstand exercises, training exercises at the wall, not at the wall. This is a great time. You're warmed up to go for it. This is just a little taster for now. Let's come into kneeling position. Knees are folded underneath us, almost like we're in child's pose, but we're seated up. Let's roll these shoulders back. Reach your right hand behind you, clasp onto your left arm, and from here you're going to tilt your left ear to your left shoulder. Try to soften with each breath. Then lift your head up and reverse or switch arms. Right ear to right shoulder. A couple of breaths. And then we lift up. Place your right fingertips behind you. Keep your hips low. We're not lifting them up. Right fingertips to the side and slightly behind. Left arm's going to reach across your chest and then overhead as you send your heart to the sky. Ah, amazing. And then circle it once again to the side in front of you and take it over to the left side. Right arm goes across. Send your heart up to the sky. Ah. Now this is perfectly fine. I do this all the time. It's amazing. If you'd like to take it deeper, we come high onto knees, almost like you're taking camel. Sending hips off the heels. And arching through entire spine. And after a couple of rounds of that, sweep your legs in front of you. Open them as wide as feels comfortable for you. Flexing through your feet. Take it over to the left. Up and over to the right. Up and over to the left and turn to face your left leg. See if you can reach to the toes or the shin or the ankle. Fold in that direction. And take it up and over all the way to the right leg. Both arms go for it. Fold. Sitting tall, let's cross our legs, interlace your fingers behind you and press these knuckles to the back of the mat. Open up through chest and heart a bit. Exhale, release, step these feet down And we come to find Shavasana. You may want a heart opening. In Shavasana, I love to put a block right underneath the shoulder blades. Find a good place for your torso where it feels comfortable. No bones are being pinched. And then reaching my arms overhead, I feel like I can properly relax into it. Big breath in and exhale, let it guide you to softness. Begin to find softness, not just in body and muscles, but around your eyes and your temples. Maybe letting go of certain expectations or tasks that come to the forefront of your mind. And allow ourselves to be filled with deep appreciation for not just your own efforts and the fact that you came to the mat in the first place, but to the evolution of who you are. There is something so beautiful about that, about how the human body adapts, how the human experience changes as years go on. And if you've got your heart up with a block underneath, you may want to release the block, gently sliding it off and feeling even deeper connection with Earth for the final moments. Can you allow yourself to feel heavier than ever? Body fully supported, embraced by the earth beneath you. Please do stay for a few more minutes if you've got them, and be gentle with yourself as you come off the mat. I would love to offer up and invite you to chanting one Om with me, or simply to listening or humming it in your own space. And then I will leave you. I already say thank you now. Everyone, breathe in.